Namaste. So this is part 2 continuation of the video titled 12 most influential self-help books in my life. So I had given a brief introduction in the previous video, and now here I take up each of these books individually and give a brief summary. So the first, let's begin. The first of the books is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I think all of you might have heard of this book, a very famous book. And this coincidentally was the first self-help book which I came across. This book was actually presented to my father by an ISRO scientist, and I used to see this book from a very young age in my primary school itself, and I just browsed through it and did not understand anything. And I first read this book when I was in my first year PUC. That was way back when I was about 15 years old. So off and on, this book has influenced me. This was the first book which gave an idea about the secrets of the self-help world, an idea about the power of the mind. I got introduced to these concepts, the power of the subconscious mind. All these things was first revealed to me by this book. As I said, it's a timeless classic written by Napoleon Hill in the year 1937. Napoleon Hill was an American self-help author, best known for his research on success and wealth creation. This book was a culmination of his over 20 years of research, interviewing successful entrepreneurs, business people, thought leaders, politicians, and scientists of his time. This project was reportedly suggested to him by the world's richest man of that time, Andrew Carnegie. Think and Grow Rich gives 13 principles to cultivate wealth and success. Before we think that this book is only useful for making money, it is not necessarily so. It gives a lot of ideas which will help us in other aspects of our life, in our growth also, apart from wealth. These 13 principles which are given by Napoleon Hill are just briefly, I will just go through them without elaborating on them. Desire, faith, that is believing in yourself and your abilities. Auto-suggestion, that is how to harness positive self-talk. Specialized knowledge, how to acquire relevant skills. Imagination, that is visualizing success. Organized planning, that means how to create actionable plans. Decision, taking bold and informed decisions. Then persistence, that is overcoming obstacles. The power of the mastermind is how to surround yourself with supportive networks. Transmutation, how to convert thoughts into action. The subconscious mind and how to tap into intuition. About our brain and utilizing creative thinking. And the last but not the least, the sixth sense, that is how to trust our instincts. So Napoleon Hill basically in this book emphasizes on the importance of a positive mindset, about the importance of resilience and strategic planning. He gives many inspirational and motivational insights. The best quote of this book, according to me, is, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." So Think and Grow Rich has inspired millions of people, including many entrepreneurs, politicians, thought leaders, and scientists, including reportedly Andrew Carnegie and Thomas Edison also. It is one of the most successful self-help books of all time, having sold 3 crore copies worldwide and has been translated into more than 100 languages. Who is this? To whom is this book helpful for, and whom will it benefit? It will benefit almost everyone, especially business people seeking success strategies, professionals wanting to come up the career ladder, individuals struggling with self-doubt or negativity, generally anybody who is looking to improve their mindset and manifestation skills. This book provides actionable advice on goal setting and achievement. It gives tips on cultivating perseverance and resilience. It encourages positive self-talk and mindset shifts, and gives many real life success stories to inspire and motivate us. So this was about Think and Grow Rich. Don't miss reading this book. The next book in my list, this chronological, I'm going in chronological order of my reading these books. So not necessarily the importance or the rating that I give. First one was Think and Grow Rich, which I read the very first book. Now the next comes the second book, Your Erroneous Zones by Dr. Wayne Dyer. I read this book, Erroneous Zones, in 1995, and at that point of time, this book proved to be a very useful book to me due to certain situations that I was going through in life, and very as a matter of synchronicity, this book helped me, and it was a stepping stone for learning many more other things. A very useful book to me. Your Erroneous Zones is a self-help classic written by Dr. Wayne Dyer in the year 1976. Dr. Wayne Dyer was a renowned American author and motivational speaker who was one of the pioneers of the self-help genre, and it was a very groundbreaking book. It identifies and challenges certain harmful thought patterns and behaviors which help readers break free from self-destructive habits. Basically, Dr. Wayne Dyer focused on recognizing and overcoming negativity, letting go of guilt, shame, and anxiety, embracing self-acceptance and self-love, and cultivating inner peace and happiness. Dr. Dyer emphasized personal responsibility and encouraged his readers to take ownership of their thoughts and emotions, to challenge their limiting beliefs, and to practice mindfulness and self-awareness. So basically, this book helped me to deal with my emotions and feelings in a much better way, and to take responsibility for whatever happened in my internal and external life. The most important quote, according to me, in this book is, you can't choose what life throws at you, but you can choose how you react. It is the outer circumstances of life are not in our control, but how we react to these circumstances, which is a choice that we make, whether consciously or unconsciously, determines the quality of our life. This was a very powerful concept, and this has stayed with me from the time I read this book. It was a paradigm shifting book, and it's inspired millions of people This book was also a very big bestseller, and it has sold over 5 million copies worldwide and has been translated into more than 30 languages. Whom will this book help? This book will help individuals who are struggling with their negative thoughts and emotions. Those who are seeking self-awareness and personal growth, and anyone looking to improve their relationships. It helps by identifying our harmful thought patterns. It provides practical strategies for changing, and it encourages self-acceptance and self-love. By helping us to recognize and challenge our negative thoughts and to embrace personal responsibility. This is the crux of this book, how to embrace personal responsibility. The next book, the third book in my list of influential self-help books which have helped me in my life, is The Silva Method of Mental Dynamics by Joe Silva and Philip Meili. This book also I read in the year 1995, and it was a very influential book for me, and it helped me extremely during that time while I was going through certain challenges in life, and it helped me to face such situations and challenges in a very proactive way. This book was a groundbreaking self-help book written in the year 1966. As you all know, Joe Silva was a pioneer in mind control and meditation, and he developed the very famous Silva method, which was very popular in the United States of America during the 70s and 80s, which was a revolutionary technique for tapping into the subconscious mind. This is more of a practical book, a practice-oriented book, dealing with the alpha state, that is accessing the subconscious mind through meditation, which is a very secular type of meditation, not a religious type of meditation. It deals with visualization, which means harnessing mental imagery for achieving our goals. It deals with positive thinking, that is reframing and rewiring negative thought patterns. It also deals with intuition development, that is tapping into our inner guidance, and it deals a lot with relaxation and stress reduction techniques to manage our emotions. The basic Silva method of mind control emphasizes on entering the alpha state of the brain. It is said that the brain has 4 types of brain waves are there: alpha, beta, theta, gamma. So the beta state is the state of the brain which is normal in our waking state when we are talking, working, etc. The alpha state is the relaxed state which is before the sleeping state. In the alpha state, we enter into our subconscious programming. We can program the subconscious mind, giving it inputs for success. As you all know, the subconscious mind is 90% of our mind. Only 10% of our mind is conscious. It is like an iceberg which is laying beneath the ocean, but the bigger portion of our mind is the subconscious mind. Our education does not at all teach us how to deal with the subconscious mind. Most of us just deal with the conscious mind, and we are utterly clueless of how to deal with the subconscious mind, which is one of the motivating aspects of our life. So it also This technique also helps in overcoming self-limiting beliefs. The most inspirational quote of this book is, "The mind is the most powerful tool you possess." And this book helps us how to use this most powerful tool in a more productive and better way. The Silva method has transformed the lives of millions of people worldwide by enhancing their creativity, productivity, improving relationships and communications, and reducing, this is the most important aspect of this technique, by reducing stress and anxiety. This book also has been very popular over the years, and it has sold over 1 million copies worldwide and has been translated into more than 20 languages. So whom is this useful for? This can be very ideal for people who are seeking mental clarity and focus. Secondly, for those who want to overcome their self-doubt or negativity. The self-talk which happens in our brain is usually of a negative kind, and this is one of the major impediments to our further success. So this technique can help us deal with this. And also it is useful for anyone who is interested in meditation and visualization and relaxation techniques, by teaching us stress reduction techniques, imagery, etc., which can also be used for healing purposes also. So in short, this book offers several empowering tools which is left to us how we use it, whether for healing, for our wealth building, for improving our relationships, for communication skills, for cultivating positive thinking. The list can go on. A very, very useful book. Now coming to the fourth book, The Magic Power of Self-Image Psychology by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. Dr. Maxwell Maltz was a cosmetic surgeon. So again, I read this book in 1995 during the same period which I said, when I was facing certain challenging situations. This book was an extremely paradigm shifting book for me, very influential book, which introduced to me the concept of self-image. So as you all know, self-image is a very important concept in psychology and self-help, and this book deals with it in a very practical way. Self-image means our mental self-portrait, the thought we have about ourselves, and this is the stumbling block for success. Your self-image either makes or breaks you. If you have a very strong positive self-image of yourself, you will come up in life. If you have a very negative, destructive self-image, such people are found to be not very successful in life. So this is a very important concept. This book was written in the year 1964. Dr. Maltz was not only a cosmetic surgeon, he was also a psychologist, and he pioneered this concept of self-image psychology. A very interesting thing is how he developed this concept of self-image psychology. Many people used to come to him for surgery, cosmetic surgery, telling that they were not looking well, some teeth or skin problem, something like that, and they wanted surgery so that they can build up their confidence. And interesting thing is, even after the surgery, Dr. Maltz noticed that many people their confidence did not improve even after the surgery. But certain people, their confidence improved by leaps and bounds. So he started researching why this was so, and he came across this very powerful concept of self-image. So the self-image was not changed in spite of the surgery in the people who were not changed by the surgery. They continued having the same negative self-image in spite of the costly surgery. And the people who improved, the surgery was just a small thing. The self-image was changed, and they came up in life. So based on this, he further developed these ideas. Dr. Mal's book focuses on self-image, self-acceptance, which is extremely important concept, the second level after self-image. Self-image is understanding our mental self-portrait. Self-acceptance is to to accept our own self-image, that is embracing our strengths and weaknesses. The next level is self-esteem. So all these concepts are now part of our daily vocabulary. We take it for granted: self-image, self-acceptance, self-esteem, all these things. But this was developed in the 60s, and these concepts were not there before. So what this book emphasizes is that our concept of self-image influences our behavior and our success and our achievement. So various things are there of how to rebuild self-image through positive affirmations, by aligning our actions with self-image, recognizing and challenging our negative self-talk. All these things are dealt with in the book. An important quote of this book is, your self-image makes or breaks you. You can't build confidence on a foundation of doubt. So this book goes beyond the positive thinking books which were being written till then. It goes a much deeper level, and by identifying this self-image concept. So it contains many case stories and other things which are very helpful. This book was also very popular. Over the years, it has sold more than 3 million copies worldwide. So to whom is this helpful for? It is useful for individuals who are struggling with self-doubt or low self-esteem. It is useful for those who are seeking self-awareness and personal growth, and it is useful for anyone who is looking to improve their relationships. How does it do so? It does it by identifying and challenging our negative self-thought, and provides practical self-image rebuilding techniques. It encourages our self-love, which is a very important concept. I personally feel this book is very important for all college-going students to read, and also for people who are beginning their career, so that they become aware of this concept, utilize it in a daily life in an empowering way, and many problems which would otherwise have surfaced can be dealt with by awareness of this concept. So this is about these 4 books. We'll continue in the next video about the remaining books. Thank you. Namaste.